And he comes in quite a spot with the bases loaded and nobody out. The Braves leading it by a score of 9-8. Gradoville is 0-for-1 officially this spring. And the Braves are going to bring the infield in with the bases loaded. They are not going to concede a tying run here in the bottom half of the 10th inning. Line drive hits center field. One scores. Here comes a potential winner. Ruiz is safe at home plate. And Gradoville delivers with a pitch single that wins the game for the Phils by a score of 10-9. One pitch, game over. Wow, good job by Tim Gradoville. Ward's first pitch sent into center field for a 2-run single.
So growing up, I always dreamed about being a big league baseball player. And after graduating from Creighton University in 2002, I was able to realize that dream when I was drafted by the Phillies, and it was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. But throughout that time, I persevered and learned from veterans and was able to hone my skills, and actually had the opportunity in 2006. I got called up to the big league team. It was just surreal to step on the field that first day when I got called up, and to stand there with guys that I was watching on TV my entire life, and to actually be part of a team at the big league level. It's something I dreamed about my whole life, and it's definitely one of those moments where you look back and you still get goosebumps when you think about it. So I was in the big leagues for a total of 17 days, and ended up getting sent back to AA, and was actually in a backup role, which definitely was a little hit to my ego, and something that I don't know, it put me down. So after playing that year, I came back again in 2008 and was traded right after spring training to Texas. Played in their AA team, finished out the year there. In 2009, the Phillies called and asked what my plans were, and they had a job opening for a bullpen catcher for their big league team. I quickly hopped on that opportunity, figured I'd be with them the rest of my career in that position, and actually, after that year, they let me go, and it was a big shock to me because I thought that'd be my plan for the rest of my life, to stay with that team, to stay with the organization in some aspect, and to have a career there, and that wasn't the way it went down. So after the 2009 season and learning that I wasn't going to be back in baseball at all, I had some soul searching to do, and up until that point, I would say baseball was my identity. It's who I was. It's what everybody knew me as. And that off season, I went to a conference with other professional baseball players. It was a Christian conference, and at that point realized that I needed something more than baseball in my life. I needed something more to define me as a man and not just as a baseball player. So I surrendered to God at that point and asked Christ into my life, and from that point forward, my life had a new identity. I was no longer just a baseball player, but I was a man of God at that point. And I look back on that moment when I got let go from the Phillies, and I see where I'm at now, and I'm definitely in a better place with my family and with God, and I couldn't have planned that myself. My name is Tim Gradoville, catcher for the Phillies for 17 days, and this is my story.